Oh, hi, Gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Monday in hopes that you squeeze more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who my long 19 years of career came to an end with my pancreas shutting down. I was working in an office. I was in the mortgage industry for like 19 years and was used to working 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until my pancreas shut down on me, quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation, if you've ever hit rock bottom like that, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about, and it sucks. So now I help folks start a side gig online and grow it using social media. Why not? Why not? Thank you for all the loves she liked. What's going on? So, if that resonates with you, if you've been thinking about it, if you're serious or curious, doesn't matter. Drop the word me in the comments and I'll get back with you after this live. And if you're not following me, I mean, come on already. If you're watching me on different platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, we are live on all of them right now. Drop a comment so I know where you're tuning in from. That would be nice. So, a family of tortoise decide to go on a picnic. So they pack up their little bags of everything and they just head on to the lake. When they get to the lake, and they throw in and they sit down and they're just about to enjoy their picnic, and they realize that they forgot the salt. Oh my goodness. All this amazing food without salt. It's got no taste, one says. And we got to have somebody go back. We can't all go back. We got to have somebody go back and get the salt. Well, everybody's like, oh, I'm not going to go. This guy looks at this guy. This gal looks at that gal. So, like, I'm not going to go. Well, they all vote, and it turns out that the youngest to- tortoise gets to go back and get the salt. Well, he starts kind of complaining. He says, you know what? I don't know. If I go back and get the salt, by the time I go and come back, um, you guys are going to eat the food. And I'm not going to have any food. And they're like, we're not going to eat the food. Just go get the salt already. Well, finally, he says, fine. And he starts to walk back to get the salt. When he starts to walk back, about 6 months pass, and the young tortoise has not come back yet. Well, after about 6 months, everybody says, well, I guess he's not coming back, and they start to eat the food that they had without the salt. As soon as they do that, the young tortoise jumps out of the bushes in front of everybody and says, I know it. I told you. I told you if I go, you're going to eat without me. Everybody was so shocked and surprised. One says, where's the salt? And the young tortoise says, I didn't go get the salt because I knew you guys were going to eat the food. So I just stayed here in the bushes to catch you. You know, this story may be like, huh, let me share a takeaway that's going to kind of surprise you. So many of us, I know people, and it's sad, but so many of us wait in the bushes and we want to catch people in action in an act that we may have predicted just to say that we were right. Just to say, I told you so. We wait and wait to have our expectations or predictions met. And you know what's strange? That we don't pay attention to the amount of time we are wasting our time, our money, our health, our life, our opportunities. So many of us wait in the bushes so that we can point out other people's problems. And we take zero responsibility for our own. You know, I'll give you a random example. I know of families that, let's say, the mom or the dad is against the marriage, right? Just this person is no good for you and they don't deserve you, blah, 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 right? And the son and whoever, they decide to get married and they do. And these parents, it's almost they take his seat and sit back and watch for any kind of an opportunity, any kind of a chance they can get to take a shot. See, I told you, I told you, that person is no good. You have an argument. See, I told you, I told you. God forbid that relationship ends. That I told you so will never end, would it? Now, there's two categories of people here. You have either have received this in one form or another, or you're somebody who gives this in one form or other. Maybe you're somebody who somebody was waiting in the bushes for a while to come and tell you, I told you so. You join a business, online business, you get into a network marketing company, you build it a little bit, and then the company shuts down, and all the haters come up for air. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. It's a gimmick. It's a pyramid scheme. It's this, it's that. Isn't that the truth? You follow your passion, you pursue your purpose, and along the way, you had some bumps and speed bumps and detours and brick walls. And there are people on the sideline waiting for these things to happen to you so they can point the finger and they can try to discourage you. You fall into either one of those two categories. Either you're the receiving end of this whole thing, or you're the one who actually points the finger and tells everybody, I told you so, right? I'm asking you to be neither one. It's easier, maybe, to avoid being the person who gives, right? You don't want to wait in the bushes. You just want to go on with your own life. You deal with your own problems, your own purpose, your own journey, whatever it may be. And then the other side, how you would want to avoid being the target, is that you don't let it bother you. It's regardless. You know, I've talked about this a few times in the past, and in life, you're gonna go through challenges, stories, speed bumps, failures, breakups, you hit rock bottom, even. All these things will put a layer of skin on you. And then after a while, I call it life mileage. After a while, this is what you get as thick skin, which means not much bugs you, not much bothers you. You've heard it, you've seen it, doesn't matter. I'm asking you to develop that. You know, I talk about rhino skin. Rhinos are amazing. One of a couple things about rhinos is that they weigh about a ton, and they take off. Their takeoff speed is about 40 miles an hour, and they have about an inch and a half thick skin. Now you tell me, do they care what hits them? Not really, right? So if you're one of those people who has or have or are thinking about starting an online business or get into some kind of an affiliate marketing, network marketing, you're trying to create an extra stream of income for yourself. Why not, right? If you are that person and you know you have people who are waiting in the bushes for you to fail so that they can jump out of the bushes and tell you, hey, I told you so. I told you so. I want you to keep going. I want you to not stop. I'm asking you to not let that bother you. I'm asking you to not give him an opportunity to tell you I told you so. I'm asking you to just go for it and keep going for it and keep going for it. Brad, what is going on? I see you on Facebook. So, with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, you know somebody who, yeah, I know you know somebody who needs to hear this. So don't be shy. I don't understand why people are shy. It's my life. Don't be stingy with my life. Share it, tag the person to this, and let them get value like you have. So, with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work in an office 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. And the funny thing is, some of you have worked in that office with me until my pancreas shut down on me, quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. And I mean nothing to fall back on. I don't know if you've ever hit rock bottom like that, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. And so now I have made it my mission to help folks start a side gig online and grow it using social media. So if that resonates with you, whether you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments and I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.